Hey guys. Hey, this is Mark Teaches Music. That's not my name. My name is Mark Black. And my name is Mark Black. This is Mark Teaches Music, my channel. And I'm here to pump you up. Not really. I am here for us. This is our improvisation workshop, improv workshop. And we're learning, working on getting better and better at improvising, making up beautiful songs. This is my goodness, this is the 13th day of December 2022. I want you to have fun and be awesome. Indeed, I do. And for more information about lessons, I want you to go to www.dallasmusiclessons.com. And there's information about lessons, as well as you can contact us and email and things like phone number, whatever. And so we're not just ad-libbing here. We're trying to learn to be better. So point is I'll talk about how to do things better. And if you got any questions, you need to drop them in this freaking chat. And of course, if you like this, you need to subscribe and you need to hit the bell, which is for notifications, and you need to comment and you need to share and you need to do all that wonderful stuff. Yes, that indeed you do need to do that. So anyway, if you have a request for a style of music, tonight we're doing two Christmas songs in the jazz style. Well, the second one's really maybe more smooth jazz or R&B. But anyway, we're doing two songs. And so if you have a request for a style or an instrument that you want to see me improvise on, if I can play it, of course, then put it in the comments or send me an email, like I said, at mark@dallasmusiclessons.com. And so the guidelines for this are, and this is, you don't have to be good. And in fact, I just want to, I'm having to, we want to adjust and figure out how to do better. So for example, in this first song, which is What Child Is This, in a jazz waltz, fast, and pressure is not the right word. I feel pressure, ad-libbing with it, but the point is that, so the ad-libbing is not, it's kind of rushed or not thoughtful or something like that. And anyway, so the point there is that, so anybody can ad-lib with one note, holding a note or just slowly playing the notes of a scale. You can improvise and you can do a great solo if you can adjust. I'm telling me this for this song coming up. I have to adjust and need to adjust what I'm trying to do to fit what I can do. I don't need to be like, okay, and I can't do that on my instrument or something. Well, then I need to pull that, what I'm trying to do, down to what I can do well. And so you guys know lots of great solos and soloists that are playing just playing slow and relaxed, and it sounds great, so we all have to tell ourselves there's not just one dimension. Faster is not the only dimension. There's many dimensions and ways to make our solo sound great. So anyway, so if you got something you want to see me ad-lib with or in, I'm not gonna do it today, but I'll do it next week. And don't be put off by styles and songs you don't like. Sometimes it's a struggle to get. It's like I've got I'm ad-libbing on the bass, one of the instruments tonight, and I wanted to use, I have a short scale Fender Mustang, I wanted to use it, but it wasn't loud enough for whatever dumb reason, and I was going, okay, well, I use my long 24 fret long scale Ibanez, but then I think the batteries are out on it. It's got live active pickups, and so anyway, so things happen that are not quite planning, which is, life. And us playing and not being little prissy butts. So anyway, you learn a lot when you're listening to other instruments improvise and do stuff, and things that instrument will play that you would not play because your instrument has trouble with that, or they don't usually play that way. So that's good stuff. So don't play when I'm singing or playing or improvising. And then as soon as I stop, I want you to jump right in. And so it's like, in other words, when I'm doing stuff, what I want you to do is to think about what you would like to hear, or what you want to do, or what you think you could do well, or better than what I'm doing, or anything like that. And when I stop, then you jump right in and don't wait. Particularly this first song that we're doing, like I said, What Child Is This? It's fast, and it's only 8 measures of 1, 2, 3. So it's not a lot of time. Not meaning you don't have time to improvise. I mean, you can't spend half of it going, I think I'll play now. So whenever you're improvising, you want to absorb the changes, feel them, hear them. You can have a chart in front of you, which I wasn't able to get those together for this time, but better yet, that you would hear the sound. You would know what the sounds are coming up, and so you'd feel like, now it's time for this to change. So, and if what we're doing seems really hard, then back up to earlier sessions. I know the very first session, for example, we did a fair amount of ad-libbing on just one chord, and then we had the song that had 2 chords, and they was all in the same key. And then the last thing I'm going to say is that if you're trying to think of stuff to do, sing. Sing and sing slow. Okay, so here we go. So the first song we're doing is What Child Is This? And it is in E Dorian minor. Now, I didn't have I'm going to be yawning. I'm sorry. Can't help it. I'm ready to go to sleep, really. So it's going to be an E Dorian minor, which is the same notes as the D major scale, and the Dorian minor scale. Same thing as the natural minor, but you raise the 6th scale degree. So in this case, we would go E, F sharp, G, A, B, C, and raise that C to C sharp. Now that happens to be the same notes as the D major scale. If you're a C instrument, if you are a B flat instrument, then you're going to be in F sharp, Dorian minor, which is the same notes as the E major scale. Excuse me, I'm not going to stop. And then if you are an E flat instrument, guess what, sucker? You are in C sharp, Dorian minor, which is the same notes as the B major scale with 5, count them 5 sharps, F, C, G, D, and A. A fun time was had by all. Okay, so now we're going to listen to this first. And it's a little bit odd trying to fit that song into a 3/4 jazz waltz. And I wish it was a little slower, but it's not. All right, let's try that again. 3. This is the intro. And you come in. Ad-libbing. Let's start that over, and I'll sing the song.
1, 2, 3.
So we can get the feel, because there's quite a few pauses in this, but you're trying to fill in where are the chords changing, how are they changing. What child is this who lay to rest on Mary's lap is sleeping, whom angels greet with anthems sweet, while shepherds watch are keeping. The long pause. What child is this who lay to rest on Mary's lap is sleeping, whom angels greet with anthems sweet, while shepherds watch are keeping. And of course, this is Christ the King, whom shepherds guard and angels sing. Haste, haste to bring him, Lord, the babe, the Son of Mary. Okay, now we're listening again. It's going to top again, and just want to hear the changes. second time. And I was going to repeat that. Not convenient places for me to start over. Get ready for this chord coming up right here. Here comes the chorus. Okay, so that's enough listening. Now, again, I want to say, so I'm going to do my best to slow down. The song is booking along, right? And so there's a tendency, my tendency, to just try to throw out a bunch of notes. And so what I got to try to do, and I think you might want to try to do, is slow way down and see if you're talking about, in other words, not eighth notes or 16th notes, but quarter notes and half notes, and see and try to get a feel for the song. Okay, so now and here comes the yawn again. And you get the breaks. You get the connecting parts where there's 4 measures and nothing before it starts over again. So here we start. This is that. Here I'm gonna go. I'm scatting. Your turn. This is you. 2 more measures. I'm sorry. 4 more measures. My turn. Go. My turn. My turn. What come in here on this E minor chord? Keep going. Go. Comes the chorus and the happy part. Your turn. Keep going. Take another. Here's the 4 measures for 12. 8. I want you to keep playing to the happy part, the chorus, go, chorus. this. Now, a couple of things. First off, if you have any comments, questions, or anything, you need to shoot that in there. And I would think that, like I was saying a second ago, it's the speed of the song is not, there's a lot of songs much faster than this, but the speed of the chord changes. Maybe it's just the jazz waltzness of it. I don't know, but it kind of wants to be like do mindless notes, or just sing the melody or something, or just play the melody. So all I'm getting at is that, so I believe that it's a good idea or a good use of your time, your ad-libbing time, to go to try to kind of really fight that, and and I think I did it better in the beginning than I did here in the middle, which was to play or to sing this ad-lib with quarter notes and half notes, most of it, at least until there's a good strong groove established. You feel very solid, like what you're doing. And so if you guys have any comments like that's working, that's not working, holla. But we're going to do it again right now. And then the whole thing with all the music is getting ad-libbing is getting contrasts in there, because music is tension, resolution, and contrast. This was tense, or this was exciting, or this was relaxed, this was comfortable, back and forth. So let's try that again, and I'll start again. And
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Your turn. Got these 4 measures, 8 measures. Still you. My turn. Your turn. You got these 4, 8. So you. You take this. We try it really long now. Okay, now you take this on home, come to the chorus, because the happy chord and the happy part. Don't play fast unless you feel hitting it. What's your last note going to be? Now the name of the last note, you know, like if you're reading or you're thinking, this is an E minor, right? No, what's this song? Yeah, E minor. Bum. Well, that's supposed to be a bum. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So last chord's an E minor chord. So now just to comment on any kind of song, the notes of the chord, 1 through 5, are solid notes. They will sound solid. They will sound comfortable. Good. They will sound good. They don't sound boring, but they'll sound, you know. They sound like, okay, yeah, that's what we're expecting. The band's playing that. Now, if we had a list of the notes of a scale, 7 notes of the scale, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 3, 5 are very solid. Now, in the continuum, 1 through 5, the next solid notes in a minor key is actually just a little tiny bit different, perhaps, but normally 6, 2, 7, 4. So da 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 da. Now, here's my raised my dorian minor, right? So this is actually okay. I wanted to back up. All right, so I said the rules are different in a minor key because the minor third and the whole chord thing is kind of changed the list of what goes from very solid to unusual. So bum bum bum, and then the minor 7, the 7, da da da. So I'm trying to sing. Da. Sorry, I missed my chord. Da. That's a 7's a nice sound. Okay, now let's try the 2. What would sound like a coup for an ending note? Da da. 2 1. Okay, so the 7 sounded. This is in a minor key. So 1 through 5, 7, 2, and then the 6. Now this is Dorian, and so just what I'm saying, this is going to sound a little odd. I did it. Now that sounds great, but it does sound a little exotic. If you play jazz, there's a billion songs that end with that, so it's not like wow. But it's not like wow, that's weird. But I'm saying, so it may, to the unjazz ear, it may sound I don't know, aggressive, but it's really not. Pretty normal, but cool sound. And then the notes go ba da 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 da. That the 4, and here would be the 4 da. In a minor key, that sounds like the 11, and that sounds pretty normal. In a major key, that would not sound too good as an ending note. And then, there's, I won't get into all the things. So you imagine there's 12 possible sounds, right, in any over any note. There are 12 there's 12 half steps counting that note. So 7 of them are in the scale. There's 5 of them not in the scale, right? And we could use those too. They will sound increasing degrees of dissonance. All I'm getting at this moment is sounds that you would play to end your song, to be like, oh, this is cool. So 1 through 5, and we'll just talk for a second about our minor key. So 1 through 5, and the 7, and try these notes. The 2, the 6 will sound unusual in dorian minor, and then the 4, which is with the bum 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 da 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 dum dum da da. So with the 7 there, then the 4 would sound like the 11. Anyway, try those sounds. Try different sounds when you end it. Okay, now let's go to the next song. And the next song is Silver Bells, but it's a what is it? It's a, I don't know what. I guess it's a smooth jazz song. I don't really know. I mean, I don't know how I would characterize it. It sounds good. It's a cool sound, I think. And I'll let this play while I'm getting this. Bass. So I'm going to start that over because I want to sing it for you. I want you to hear it. This is our intro, right? Yeah, I think it starts now. Oh no, I missed it. Sorry. 4 measures to start. Sorry. Pretty sidewalks, city sidewalks, dressed in holiday style. In the air there's a feeling of Christmas. People laughing, people passing, meeting smile after smile. And on every street corner you hear silver bells, silver bells. Here it changes. It's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, hear them ring. Soon it will be Christmas Day. All right, let's start that over. I'll start. It's the intro, right? Yeah, get the bass. I don't hear any sound. Take a turn around. All just in D flat. Alright, I'm going to do this blue note. Your turn. Okay, it's my turn, and I take my turn to say, so the background's pretty busy. To me, this is not as aggressively busy as the other song was, but if you feel pushed, slow down. I mean, as in play play quarter notes and half notes instead of eighth notes and 16th notes. And we're just trying to establish control, that you feel like, hey, I'm playing songs rather than the songs playing me. You know, you're playing the song. So here's our turnaround. Here's the end of the song. Let's start that whole thing over. I think that's going to play here. So I'm going to start right now, but I'm trying to play slower. And starting. The song picks up right there, right? So now's a great time to go to faster stuff. And here we go. Your turn. Take the interlude right here. Trying to do something thoughtful. And it's my turn. Try to do something really slow. Your turn. Let go. Your turn. Now let's try to switch it up to something slow, you know. Your turn. song? Here at this chord and keep repeating it. Trying to make it seem thoughtful. Okay, now, I just want to talk, since we had the discussion about the last notes. So here's our last chord. So 1 3 5 will work, right? Bum bum bum. And that, forget the finger this. Now, here we are in a major key, so my little discussion about these notes will be more pertinent. So the 2, da da. So the 2 will sound pretty without sounding aggressive. The 6th, and let's listen to the 2. Not on the bass, okay. So I'm talking about you. You're playing the sax. You're playing the. So will sound better on an instrument that sustains better than this. All right, now to comment, so the notes of the scale say 1 3 5, 1 3 5. The 2 and 6 are sort of less usual, but not in a major key. They're not an unusual sound at all. The major 7 is a very nice sound if you're trying to sound pretty. The major 7, the 7th note of the scale, and then. Lastly, the 4 will not sound good. That's the 4. Da, da. So, and you're trying to make your song sound cool. You're adding some notes in the end to make it interesting. Or you don't want to do that. You want to play something that sounds solid. The notes of the chord, 1 through 5, are solid. 2 and 6 are nice sounds without being exciting in the major key, not without being dramatic is the word I want. And then the 7 in the major key, the major 7 is going to make it sound gentle. If that's what you're going for in your song, then that's a good thing to do. All right, now let's do one more time the whole thing, and you can start. This is their intro, 3, and now your sequence starts. More poise in my playing. The sound. Your turn. Chorus. My turn. Your turn. Back up on speed and go. fullness. Whoa! All those notes are 1 through 5, so it sounds very solid. There's the two, two. Just hear how that would sound. Two, two. We'll make it sound like not quite over. Okay. Well, that was Christmas songs. I enjoyed those songs. So, so anyway, this is Mark Teaches Music. This is our improv workshop. I hope you're going to have have a Merry Christmas. Have a wonderful New Year. Tomorrow at 7 o'clock we'll have our Q&A, and you should come and ask all your questions. I have no idea what I would answer, but ask questions about Christmas songs. We talked last week about the different kinds of Christmas songs and other things too. And it's not just Christmas, but it does happen to be Christmas. So if you got any questions, you can send me an email at mark@dallasmusiclessons.com. If you want to know more about lessons, go to www.dallasmusiclessons.com, and we'll get you hooked up, or at least talk with you, or through email. You're safe. And hit subscribe, do notifications, comment, and share, and get other people to come to this thing. All right. So again, have a Merry Christmas. Until I see you again, I want you to, as always, and I believe you can, have fun and be awesome.